It is a familiar sight in North County, unplowed roads packed with snow. Well, this is what people were dealing with after this weekend's snowfall. And then this is what they look like now. There's a big difference. And as Fox News' Max Deeknight explains, the change is all thanks to some neighbors who came to the rescue.
Yeah, we're here in the parking lot of Riverview City Hall, where until just moments ago, this was all snowed in. That is until crews with the city of neighboring Dellwood stepped up and not only cleared this lot, but the streets in the entire town. This is what Riverview residents have been dealing with for the last few days. Streets still packed with snow, left unplowed, that is, until late Tuesday night. The mayor of neighboring Dellwood, Reggie Jones, directed his public works team to step in and help. It's something residents say they're grateful for.
They couldn't move. You know what I mean? My business is located here. No one could move. Of course, I can get in and out, but no, the residents, they couldn't move. And our kids walk to school. So if the streets aren't cleared, they have to walk on the snow on top of walking in the middle of the streets. There's no sidewalks in Riverview.
We have people buying the guys lunch over there, So it's been a great feedback from the community over there.
The help comes as Riverview is dealing with a crisis. Mayor Michael Cornell Jr. was arrested earlier this month and charged with child sex crimes. Cornell is currently in jail, leaving the city without its top official. Jones says given the current circumstances, he felt it was critical to lend the Riverview residents a helping hand. We
kind of try to set a standard in our community to help others. And we've been in this position in previously where we've run out of salt. We need some assistance from Ferguson and other cities. So we all want the same thing. In West County, in North County, in South County. We want the same thing. So I hope this shows that we, can and will work together more often.
Reporting in Riverview, Max Deeknight, Fox 2 News.
Well, you saw Tracy talking about this earlier, but if you've gotten out on the roads, the best way to describe the conditions at best are spotty.
Yeah, that's prompting one North St. Louis County community to step up to help their neighbors in need. 5 on your side's Holden Kerwicki just got back from Dellwood, where the mayor has made the decision to send the Public Works Department out of town.
That's exactly right, Kelly. For years, many of the North County communities have worked together to help each other out. So after hearing that Riverview wasn't plowing its streets, Dellwood Mayor Reggie Jones decided to step in.
In the city of Dellwood, it took the Public Works Department less than 48 hours to clear the streets after getting 10 inches of snow.
We were very prepared. We actually anticipated some storms this year, so we made some purchases, some new equipment. We actually purchased some different type of salt, more treated salt.
However, just 4 miles down the road in Riverview, people like Harlan Smith are still struggling to get out of their driveway.
It's been crazy. The residents haven't been able to get out. There's been no plowing, no treatment of the streets.
A lot of things going on in Riverview right now. Unfortunately, we're going through a lot of some leadership crisis right now, and so unsolicited, I just thought it was time for us to help.
Late Tuesday night, Mayor Reggie Jones sent the Dellwood Public Works Department to clear the streets of Riverview.
I wanted to do it overnight so people could wake up and, be surprised and be able to go to work or go to their doctor's appointments.
Wednesday afternoon, Dellwood Public Works was back in Riverview, salting the streets.
It was a very humbling and a great experience. The fact that he would step out and say, hey, I'm going to help this city. I'm right down the road. We're going to come in, whether they come or not. And that's what his guys are doing.
I realize they're not in our city limits, but they, I do have humanity, and I will, anything I can do to help anyone, that I can within reason. I'm always going to side on that.
That's why Riverview residents like Smith have this simple message for all the workers who helped out.
Thumbs up for Dellwood. No ifs, ands, buts about it. Mr. Jones, you're a great guy, and we appreciate you.
I don't mind doing that because maybe us one day to need help.
I did stop by Riverview City Hall, and the clerk told me that their snowplows are currently out of service. They are hopeful that they can get them running by the end of today. She went on to add that she too was thankful for the city of Dellwood for helping them out.
Relief tonight for thousands of North County residents. The streets of Riverview finally being cleared days after the winter storm. The streets sat unplowed as the Riverview mayor sits in jail charged with sex crimes. His arrest bringing critical town services to a halt and leaving residents wondering who's in charge.
This is Avery Martinez with Channel 4 trying to reach Judy Jones.
Sorry, please do not call.
Well, First Alert 4's Avery Martinez has been working to get some answers from the Riverview Board of Aldermen and other town leaders, but his questions remain unanswered tonight. But the mayor of a nearby community stepped in to help, and Avery joins us live here in studio with new details on his investigation. Avery?
Well, I did speak to someone at Riverview who said the plows there were down, but did not offer any further explanation on that. And the person I called for the number of Judy Jones said to stop calling, and she'd connect me to a legal assistant. No word from whoever that is. But locals have demanded action. An outside leader wasn't going to leave them hanging.
I understand that our mayor is locked up, but does that mean everybody else is not working?
That's what residents of Riverview told us yesterday when we found municipal crews hadn't plowed at all since the storm. While Riverview officials were unreachable, Dellwood Mayor Reggie Jones made a choice.
Actually, I was at home last night watching, I think, your story. I was touched by the one resident you interviewed who said,
"Did you forget about us?"
And so immediately it just really hit my heart, and I went into action.
Without any communication from Riverview, last night, Mayor Jones asked his plow crews to hit Riverview streets at dawn.
And my team was so on board, they said, "Mayor, we want to go tonight."
Around midnight, Dellwood crews were plowing as much as they could until it was too dark, then came back this morning. The whole time, Riverview's leaders were radio silent.
But I haven't had any contact with any official.
But he couldn't just stand by. Mayor Jones says he'll take the risk of backlash for his actions because he says,
because sometimes you have to just take a stance on what you think is the right thing to do.
You don't think you're going to get paid by Riverview for plowing
yesterday? Oh, absolutely not. Absolutely not.
And Dellwood didn't expect payment. They did it for their neighbors.
I know the city is going through a lot with the leadership that's going on right now, and they don't deserve to go through any more of that kind of drama and pain.
I tried to get answers from Riverview City Hall and Alderwoman Judy Jones, but was told not to contact her, and questions remain unanswered. Mayor Jones, however, says Dellwood is ready to help anybody.
Our number one goal should be, in any of these offices, is to protect the public.
And his kindness isn't forgotten. Not for one resident, anyway.
Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, Dellwood. Thank you so much. I appreciate you all stepping up and helping us out.
Well, some good news. Kim Street was plowed just within the last 90 minutes by Dellwood crews. Mayor Michael Cornell Jr. remains behind bars tonight for charges including possession of child pornography. The only way he'll be out of office is if he resigns, the board impeaches him, or he's forced out by Quo Warranto. You can find more on FirstAlert4.com. For First Alert 4 Investigates, I'm Avery Martinez.
Avery,